those of you in the chat room, I want you to type in, I am money conscious. I am money conscious. And those of you that like to know, we're on page number 383. I am money conscious. I am money conscious. And if you have any questions during the time, you can ask your questions, and we will try to answer your questions there inside the chat room, and we'll click on it and try to get it from the most recent. One person, Dele Owuno, says, what number can I call to sow the 191 seed on? And that telephone number is 212-316-2177. Or if you find that the phone call is taking too long to pick up, you can click on and give your information to the moderator in the chat room, and they can process it for you. Or you can go right on the internet and process it by doing it on the donation page. And we're going to be doing it first come, first served basis. And we have prophets here standing by, so we are going to be calling you. Amen. Okay. Now, one of the things I want to say here is that as we continue on, Prophet Kelly, I want you to read here, start with what we need.
What we need to do is to acquire a money consciousness. This may seem very material, but the true idea of money is not material. It is spiritual. We need to make our unity with it. We can never do this while we hold it away from us by thinking that we haven't it.
Good. Hold it right there. Now, the point I want to say here, I want to underline here, we need to make our unity with it. And this is kind of where we left off with last time. You cannot have prosperity until you make unity with money. So I want anyone to type in right now, I am making unity with money. I am making what?
Unity.
Unity with money. So you cannot have money if you don't make unity with it. Okay? I am making unity with money. And until you make unity with money, it is unlawful for you to have money. Read on.
Let us change the method and begin to make our unity with supply by daily declaring that all the power in the universe is daily bringing to us all that we can use. Feel the presence of supply. Know that it is yours now. Make yourself feel that you now have, and to you shall be given.
Good. Now, this is something that's worth writing down, underlining in your book. Make yourself feel that you now have, and to you it shall be given. Make yourself do what?
Feel
that you now have, and to you it shall be given. Prophet Deborah, what do you want to say about that?
Yes, Master Prophet, you have to tell your feelings how to feel. You cannot allow your feelings to dictate how you feel or what you come into. You have to be in the charge. You're the captain of your own ship.
Amen. Okay, Prophet Cynthia.
And yes, Master Prophet, you know, we know that feeling gets the blessing. So you have to have the feeling first, and then that thing that you're desiring becomes part of you when you feel it.
Amen. Prophetess Kelly.
You know, this is very interesting. I used this principle this week because it looked like, it just would appear as if that I didn't have something that really I did have. But as I began to affirm to myself that everything was available and ready at my disposal, do you know, I found where it was, and I was able to go in and tap it and use it. So I know this to be very true, because you've got to feel, and I like what this says, you've got to make yourself feel. See, it's not a natural thing for you to feel this. You've got to make yourself feel like it. And when you make yourself feel like you have it, then it'll show up.
Amen. So therefore, this has got to be something you've got to be made to feel. Work with yourself for how long, Prophetess Kelly?
Until there is nothing in you that doubts.
Wow. Work with yourself until there's nothing in you that doubt. Prophetess Deb, what would you say about that?
Master Prophet, that is so awesome because you can't allow doubt or being double-minded to cause the abortion for you to abort that which God has placed on the inside of you. So you got to keep working with it until there is no doubt, there's no fear. Only thing you see is faith and that I can do it, and it's mine.
Amen. Okay. You have to stay with it until there is no doubt. Money cannot be kept away from the man who understands what?
That all is mine.
Now let's work with that for a moment. All is what?
Mind.
Mind. So money cannot be kept away from the person that understands that all is mind. Now here you see the way mind is spelled, so that we can see that it's, and I'll draw a circle around it. We can see here the way mind is spelled, so that it is not M-I-N-E, but M-I-N-D.
Yes.
So that all is mind. So when we start to understand that, money cannot be kept away from the man who understands that all is mind. So mind is the only thing there is.
That is anything, yes.
My mind is all there is. Now, coming up, I'm understanding that thought. All is mine. Prophetess Cynthia, what would you say about that?
You know, I love the way they phrase that. All is mind. All is thought. All is consciousness. That's really the only thing there is. And what you're looking at in this world, you're looking at the effects of mind, the effects of consciousness. But mind is where it all starts, and mind is where creation begins. And all the substance that you're desiring out here, it has to be in mind and thought before you'll ever realize it.
Amen. Prophetess Deb, you want to say
Yes,
something?
all is mind. And that is so powerful, Master Prophet, because it lets me know that mind is God. And mind is nothing more than God in action. God is in manifestation. And I like the word M-I-N-D because when I look at mind, I see in. So a lot of time we're looking for things outside of us, thinking that that's where it's at, but it's not. It has to be within because mind is God. And because it is God, we must always go within ourselves for the production of the manifestation.
Wow, mind is God. And you know, one of the things that we need to understand also is that Zoe ministry has always, see, in order for us to come into new territories, and this is what you're going to need to understand, in order for there to be growth in you, you got to begin to do something. I think we would look at it as, you know, creating a new, where you got to aggregate, or you got to go to a new level of reinventing yourself, because once you get stale, you die.
Yes.
And so when people looked at us, and maybe we were just doing regular prophecy, and then we was on TV, and then when people got bored with that, you know, and we don't give people an opportunity to get bored. And that's why we keep raising the bar in Zoe. There was no bar in the prophetic until we set it. There wasn't a bar, so we took it and put one there.
Jesus, yes.
And then as soon as people was able to see the bar, then we took it and raised it. And that's why you need to understand the importance of you coming into a prophetic order, because the things that we're teaching you is going to bring you to whole new levels of revelation and new discoveries of who you are. So we've got to daily do something, Prophetess Kelly. What is that?
Daily give thanks for perfect supply.
And what else we got to do?
Feel it to be yours.
You got to feel it to be what?
Yours.
That means you can't feel somebody else's. Is
No,
that right?
That's right.
You got to feel it to be what?
Yours. Own it.
Feel it to be yours.
Yes.
I want anyone to type in right now, I feel it to be mine. I feel it to be mine. M-I-N-E. I feel it to be mine. That you have entered into the full possession of